Good evening, everybody. This is Amateur Radio Roundtable. Hey, today is December the 6th, 2022. Man, the last couple months have been moving really fast. I don't know what's going on here. I think the Earth is turning faster or something. Hey, you're listening to Amateur Radio Roundtable. It's a show about ham radio. If you're out there listening on International Shortwave on WBCQ on 7490, we welcome you. Many of us, back in the olden days, and I guess even today, got our start in ham radio by listening to shortwave. So we're glad to have you. Stick around and enjoy the show with us if you can. If you're listening to this on shortwave, it's Thursday afternoon, somewhere between 5 and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're coming to you from world-famous WBCQ on 7490 out of Monticello, Maine. The show is a video show. We have our own YouTube channel, but you can watch us on Tuesday. You can join us live on Tuesdays just by going to w5kub.com, w5kub.com, and we have a chat room there where you can actually chat with us and you can watch the show. All of our shows are recorded. You can catch them anytime you want to. Just go to YouTube and search for W5KUB. Also, hey, if you're out there, a lot of people are interested just in the audio podcast. They like to download it or listen to it at any time. They can get it on just about any podcast carrier out there. We're on iNet Radio, iTunes, you name it, we're on it. Google Play, you name it, we're on it. Just search for Amateur Radio Roundtable, and you will find it there. Again, you can listen on Thursdays to us on WBCQ out of Monticello, Maine. If you will, do us a favor. Wrong screen. Cameraman, wrong screen. There, still wrong stream, cameraman. There we go. Okay, you're fired. Okay, here we go. Hey, if you will, hit the subscribe button. There's a little button down there in the corner down there. I'm going to give you a little help right there. If you will, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out on our channel here to find new people that want to watch our shows. So please hit that subscribe button. Hey, hit the like button if you like the show, and also hit the the little notify bell, because sometimes we come on, and we're going to start trying to come on more often during the week on unscheduled live events. And if we do, that will at least notify you that something new and, fun may be coming on. So it'll kind of give you a heads up. All right, so let's see. I think that's most of the announcements I've got right this moment. And we've got Glenn with us tonight. Glenn, how you doing, Glenn?
Hanging in there. I got power this week. I mean, that's an improvement.
Well, I wasn't sure if you really lost power last week or not. Some people just use that excuse not to be on the show,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
With our payout, we still pay you if you can't make it to the show. So, but we do watch.
I actually kind of found out that, Rodan pulled the plug, earlier in the evening.
Yeah.
She didn't want to show up last week.
Oh, man. Well, hey.
Yeah.
Got to watch it. Put those safety things on those plugs, They used to make a little bracket that, you could screw on there, so those plugs will come out, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Hey, if the place catches on fire, it'd be heck trying to pull the plug out of the wall, wouldn't it? Well, where's the screwdriver,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just get a big hammer.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, hey, folks, it was raining pretty hard. I think it was raining hard last week. And Glenn lost power. We were supposed to get some really severe storms through here. I think they kind of missed us. They weren't too severe, but hey, guess what? It's winter time. We're in December the 6th right now, and guess what the temperature is outside? It's like 83 degrees here. 83, man. There's so much fog out there, and 83 degrees. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's kind of warm. I get worried when it gets this hot, because that normally means thunderstorms, tornadoes, and all kinds of bad stuff.
Yeah. Well, this warm weather is probably going to cause some issues. We're supposed to get about 4 inches of rain over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good news is I get to work from home for the next couple of days.
Well, I hope that the rain does not it's not too bad through here. I've got to get down to New Orleans here in a couple of days for maybe 1 day or 2 days, and we've got a graduation down here from a granddaughter's graduating at the seminary, and we got to go down for the graduation down here. So we'll be doing that. But hey, Christmas is coming up soon, and I've already bought all my Christmas presents for me. I've been playing with them over there. We decided, Kathy and I decided this year, we're not going to buy presents for each other because we just go out and buy what we want for each other, for ourselves, every week, So, we just kind of take the pain out of it,
Yeah, well, that's kind of the way it is for me. Problem is, all of my stuff is still in the boxes, so it's going to be just like Christmas.
Yeah.
The 3D printer is still in the box. The 9700 is still in the box. I went and got about 500 pounds of bookcases and furniture and stuff from IKEA. It's still in the box.
Oh, wow.
So, well, I'm going to be doing a lot of unboxing at Christmas this year.
Well, just weeks ago, I bought me that new automatic oscilloscope. And then just a couple weeks ago, I bought me a Rigo spectrum analyzer. I've been playing with that. That thing is cool, And hey, I got the itch for something else, and I ordered me a Tektronix scope last week and got it. I've been playing my new Tektronix scope here.
What model number is it?
It's a 2235.
Okay, you got one of the newer ones.
I don't know if it's new, but I mean, it's a used scope, but
right.
it was well taken care of. It looks good. I like it. It's kind of small, 2235. They make so many different models of that thing,
Yeah, I've got an old 465 or 475.
Yeah,
it's my, big scope here when I want to use a real scope.
Yeah. Well, okay, so let's see what's going on here. Hey, did you know all month of December is Youth on the Air? I don't know if any of you, I'm sure a lot of people are out working contacts with the Youth on the Air here. On the 17th of December, the RSGB is going to have a special station on. It's going to be called GB22 YOTA. The GB22YOTA. That's on the 17th of December. So get on there and work some youth on the air. That should be fun there. Yeah, I saw a note. A note came to me. It says Dayton. They're already, getting ready for Dayton 6 months out. It's hard to believe that it's that close again already. And they've already picked the theme. The theme this year is called Innovation. So we'll see how that goes. I have not missed a year going to Dayton in 40 years, minus the 2 for the COVID, where it was shut down. So I've been here 38 years straight now. I think I've decided I probably will not make that trip again this year. I've seen so much of the, I didn't see anything I wanted last year. I guess that's because I just, get it before I go. So anyway, it's a long trip up there. And man, when you get old like me, that's a long trip. Plus, that thing's expensive, man. You can shell out $2,000-$3,000 easy going on that trip. And just think of a nice amplifier or something that I could buy with that money, That'd be cool. So anyway, Dayton is coming up. 6 months. And, hey, today is December the 6th. I guess today is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. I think it is. Let's see if I can find that here. Let's see.
Well, tomorrow's the 7th, so that would be tomorrow. Yeah, the 7th,
but I think the 6th and the 7th. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. There's a scene we probably all remember seeing, in the pictures and in the books right there. That was the attack on Pearl Harbor. So December the 6th, actually December the 6th and the 7th Okay, the December 6th, that's today, the 6th and the 7th, there's a special event going on, which is with the military, and you can actually work the battleship Iowa. And there's some frequencies that you have to listen on. They're right outside the ham band. Now I'm going to give you those frequencies. 14,375, 18,170, and 21,460. They will be transmitting on those frequencies, just right at the top of the ham band, right outside. And they will be telling you.
21,460?
So what's that?
21,460? Isn't that out of band?
Yeah, these are all out of band. 14,375.
Okay.
Oh wait, doesn't 20 meters go to 350? I think it does.
20 goes to 350.
Yeah, so these are all like 20. These are all right above the band. 14.375, 18.170, and 21.460, and they're transmitting on those frequencies. That's your frequency to listen on, and they will tell you what frequency in the ham band they are listening on. So they may tell you, and it's for sideband, so they may tell you that, they may tell you they're listening on 14,200. So you'll just operate split. You'll go to 14,200, and you'll give them a call, and you'll hear them talk back to you on 14,375. So that's what the battleship Iowa. This is Pearl Harbor Remembrance. It's been going on all day today and tomorrow. It's cross-band contacts with the military. So that would be interesting if anybody wants to work them. The battleship Iowa is actually in the port of Los Angeles, in San Pedro, California, in the bay there in San Pedro, California. So you got a beam turning toward California, and you probably get them there. All right. Well, that's kind of some of our announcements already. We're going to open the phone lines early tonight, and I want all you guys out there listening tonight, I want you to call in and let's talk about things. You guys have been too shy lately. We're going to open not only the Zoom, but we're going to open the phone lines. We can take up to 1,000 simultaneous calls. So I'm going to be expecting a number of calls coming in here once we open the phone lines up. So Glenn, what else? What do you got going here, man? You got anything you want to show us today or anything?
Yeah, if you'll enable the screen sharing here, I've got a couple things I can show.
Yeah, let's do that. Did I do that right? No. I think I did
There
it
you
wrong.
go. Let's
did I do it?
see
Did I get it right?
Yeah, let me find the screen. I don't think I've got it up yet. Yeah, let me call it up first. There we go.
I'm not sure. The font on that laptop I just clicked on is so small, and that laptop's about 10 feet away. It's starting to get real difficult to read what's on that laptop over there.
Let's see if I can do this now. Here we go. We will select that one.
I don't know if I clicked allow sharing or if I clicked share screen. Did I? Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, good. I think you're getting there.
Yeah.
Let me fix it here. Let me fix it. All I gotta do is go. Oh, cool, man.
There we go.
What is that?
This is a new board that I got in from Dr. Duino. This is going to be my next review project. This is the Dr. Duino Inventor, and this is an ESP32 processor-based development board. As you can see here on the board, now this is the board totally unassembled. It's got a relay module on the board. It's got the ESP32. It's got an MP3 player module on the board. A whole bunch of LEDs, this 4x4 matrix of LEDs, and just all kinds of I/O. So this is going to be, this is used as a development board like the other Dr. Duino boards that I've talked about, the Explorer and the Pioneer. And this is their latest, which is an ESP32. And this is all of the parts that comes with it. Let's see if that we'll switch. I think I'm 30 seconds behind here, but yeah, that's all of the parts that come with it: speaker, stepper motor, displays, etc. So you can use this to develop and create and prototype all of your projects. And this is my next review project for ARRL that I'll be getting on probably right around Christmas time.
Well, that's probably gonna be a lot of fun if you can have time. If you can make your time, Glenn. You got a lot of things going on, man.
Yep. Let's just back that up and see just what I do have going on. How many pictures do you want to see?
Well, show if you got any secret ones, show them to us. Any sneak previews of the book?
Well, that's kind of where I'm looking here. No, I'll have to organize those a little bit and get them for you next week.
Okay. All right. Very good. Hey, we've got
all over the place.
We've got the Wisconsin Military Academy up there. Got us tuned in. I'll say hi to our friend Rich up there. W9TIT. Rich poses up on the big screen. You know, I think we're on something like a 30-foot screen here in the auditorium, man. I wish I was there to see this. I think that'd look kind of cool. So, hey, Rich, take us a picture of that big screen sometime and send it to us, man. All right. Let's see. What else is going on here? Hey, you know, I mentioned to you last week that we're going to be reviewing a different type satellite system. You know, I've got my SAT PC32 working over here, and I've been making a few contacts on it with my 9700 and my azimuth and elevation rotors I got out there. But, you know, sometimes people have a little difficulty setting that stuff up. You know, they got to do COM ports and all this stuff, and it's not real easy sometimes. So I ran across this. A couple people on the show recommended this, and I contacted these people, and they sent me one. And just opened the box up. It's called SAT, S-A-T. This is we got that. We've got a USB cable that powers it. Yeah, it's going to power it. We've got a DIN cable that actually plugs in this and will plug into like a Yaesu rotor, and it will automatically move your rotors. And then we have a CIV cable that plugs into your into the Icon 9700, and a little stand here, that you can adjust to hold this. But this little device here, I haven't even turned it on yet, but I've been reading about it. This is self-contained, everything you need for satellite. My understanding is it updates all the KEP files. It automatically updates them. It's got all your satellites in it. You just take your laptop or your tablet, and by Wi-Fi, you connect to this thing with a browser, and you've got your entire satellite page up that shows you, azimuth, elevation, direction it's coming, direction it's going, all the information about it. And there's no connection at all to your computer. So I thought this was really interesting. And I'm going to try it and see how easy it is. People tell me that once they take this out of the box, within 15 minutes, they're actually working satellites that quick. So we'll see how it goes. We'll try after Christmas and New Year's. We're going to do some segments on this and try to dig deeper into it.
So that one will interface with your
No.
Pro.
I'm still
rotor
going to
set?
have to manually control my azimuth and elevation rotor
Okay.
because I don't have the DIN plug. See, I don't have the Yazoo rotor that has the DIN plug on it. Now, I'm told there's another program, and I'm not familiar with it, PST Rotator, that will make other rotors work. So that's down the road. Right now, I just want to get this thing going. Yeah, what do you got there? Is that a...
This is my G54, G5500 controller, and I will bet it can be adapted to your Ken Pros real easy.
Well, I'm thinking
And that
that.
interfaces
I'm
to
thinking that,
PC32 or Ham Radio
Yeah.
Deluxe.
So I'm thinking that probably some type of interface could be made, Glenn, that would interface to it.
Yeah, I'm betting it can be because this is, this one will work with the one that I've got.
Uh-huh.
And that project's actually going to be in this next book.
Okay, very good. All right. Well, we can maybe work together. After I get this thing running, then my next step would be to see what I can do about getting some automated antennas working.
It should not be difficult at all. We can emulate that DIN connector that it wants. It's very simple.
Yeah. So your box, I suppose it just has relays and voltage, and it connects to the 6 wire that go to the rotor, and
well, actually, my rotor has the DIN plug on it.
yeah,
And so I just have transistors that drive the DIN pins.
right.
So for yours, you would have to build a little extra piece to add the relays to be driven from the DIN pins, and of course the sense information coming back, which again, that's just a simple A to D circuit. I bet we could build one up in a weekend.
Yeah,
It's
all
not
right.
that
Well,
hard.
I'm gonna hold you to that there.
Nah, the
And-
Yaesu
and,
rotators are very easy once you get inside of them.
Yeah, but one rotor is a Yazoo and the other one is at Alliance, but they're
Right.
both 6 wire. I think they both look probably about the same, don't they, as far as operation?
Yeah, and the big thing is, if they're driven by relays that are just simulating the buttons, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter who made it. All
Right,
you
exactly.
need to be able to do is sense the position and put a relay behind those switches to emulate you pressing the switches, and you're there.
So I could keep the control boxes intact; they still work, and I just tap on to the lines,
Right.
and that'd be like another relay switch across the manual switch I operate.
Right.
Yeah, and it might do it. Okay, well, that's something that we can do, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that would be interested in it. Maybe you ought to do it in your book. Is that?
Well,
Are you
yeah,
doing
if
it,
you've got
Thomas?
the more modern ones with the DIN connector, that my book already covers that. This new
Yeah.
book, it was done in my second book, which of course is out of print. And this book that I'm doing now is the best of my Arduino project. So that one's coming back into print as part of all this.
Okay. Well,
But for yours, if you want to do the Ken Pro and the Alliance one, that should not be hard to do at all.
yeah. Well, I looked at the rotor. That Yazoo azimuth elevation rotor. That thing's about $850. I said, well,
Yes.
what little bit of satellite I do, I can operate manually, or maybe take on a challenge of build an interface box. I think it can be done, and I know with your
Now-
help, it can too.
I've got a spare controller up on the shelf that, maybe we can talk about a trade.
Well, let's see.
I'm sure you have stuff I want.
I've got a Heathkit phone patch that would match your HW12.
When was the last time anybody made a real phone patch?
I don't know, but this is it's a collector's item, a little little Heathkit.
I don't even have a landline anymore.
Yeah.
That
I
thing's
can
going to
show
have to
you. Hey,
interface to
we
a
can
cell phone.
Hey, we can easily build up the interface that to your cell phone.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, I mean that can be done too. All right, let's see what else I can read. Oh, I got a Drake WV4 watt meter. Yeah, you got any Drake gear? That's a collector's item.
No, I was thinking more like I could use a second, 9700.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, all right.
Hey, but it'll still stay in the box like the other one. So what difference does it make? You can just give me an empty box and I'd never know it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Chris, I made a bunch of calls with phone patches way back in the day. I mean, that was the big thing. And of course, the repeaters all had the auto patch on them, and we lived by that thing.
Yeah, I was looking at the chat room here. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, it would fit fine under the Christmas tree. Problem is, I mean, if I wanted it, I'd order it before Christmas. So I don't know, man. Gee whiz.
Yeah, now the 90s are back in the day. Yeah, Chris has really got it.
Yeah. All right. Hey, guys, let me give you a quick update on where we are with our balloon flights, our ham radio balloon flights. They're going kind of interesting right now. Let me put them on here real quick for you. And we've got 4 flights in the air right now. Glenn, is that screen big enough to see? You can see them?
Yeah,
okay?
I can see it.
All right, let me see. Yeah, okay. So it's pretty small here. So up here out in the Pacific, we've got W5KUB
113.
113. Thank you. And it's right now. It's been doing pretty good from China. We're doing 121 miles per hour, and we're heading straight. Our altitude is just really still really good with this balloon at over 47,000 feet. This is the 100 milliwatt. This has got the little PA on it that we built, so it's running 100 milliwatts, and it's being copied very well everywhere. Now, this other balloon here that's showing just up in New England kind of area, let me click on it. That one is actually has not been heard from in about 4 or 5 days, and that's because it was heading north, and it has headed north up past Greenland, between Greenland and Iceland. It was doing about 85 miles an hour, and it's at about 46,000, I guess. So what is happening is it's very dark up here. It's dark up there. Let me see if I can pull the gray line up and show you the gray line for it. Click right here, and then let me click right here. Okay, and let me put something in here. I'll put your call in here, Glenn. And we'll go 20 meters. Put day and night on there. Okay. All right, so let's look at this. So you can see what's happening here. If you look at, if you look at the top third of the world, it is dark up there, and it even stays dark. Look at that. It even stays dark, man. Well, there's Greenland right there. The sun doesn't come up, man. About this area right here, the sun was only coming up 1 degree above horizon for 1 hour a day. And then as you get a little further north, the highest the sun gets is -5 degrees. So it's totally in the dark there. Last time it went up there, it stayed hidden for about 2 weeks, and then it came out, and we started tracking it again. So it has now gone back up. It's gone back to the north. Find it here. Where are we? Oh, yeah. It's gone back up into the Arctic now. If we look at our other flights, so that one has gone back to the Arctic. Maybe in a week or two, it'll come back down. Maybe it'll be over Russia. I don't know. This 113, it should make it to the United States in about 3 days. And then down at the bottom, Antarctica is hard to tell when it makes a circle around Antarctica, because on the map here it's just straight. I mean, there seems to be no. In fact, if you look right there, Glenn, see that little piece of land sticks up. I'm moving my mouse. You see that little piece of land that sticks out? Well, look, here it is again, right here. So I guess that's a total. I guess that's around the outer edge right there, all the way around.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, you see South America. You see everything.
Yeah,
twice.
yeah. So these have gone around a number of times down around Antarctica down there. These have got helium in it. They're flying a little bit lower. These are the ones that Todd launched for us. Still doing pretty good. They're in the 36,000 feet altitude. They're flying about 42 miles an hour. Let's see what this was doing. 74 miles an hour, 37,000. They're flying a little bit lower based on, I guess the atmospheric pressure down there plus the helium won't take them quite as high. We think it may be weeks. We think they might break loose and try to go north a little bit. They're going to stay below the equator and go around the Earth below the equator, but I'm hoping that they'll kind of get on up a little bit. One of them here did cross the tip of Argentina and Chile.
Mine, 114, did cross the tip of South America.
Okay, 114, your call did cross the tip there. But
and
look,
it went all the way up to Tasmania as well.
Yeah, it's back down here now. So we're going to see what happens there. And hey, look at this. Just want you to look at this, man. This is impressive. These are the two Antarctica balloons. 20 days in the air and 14 days in the air. But look at this. Let's go down to 112 and 113. W5KB 112 and 113. 112 has been in the air flying for 178 days, 12 hours and 33 minutes. That's just unbelievable. And 113, the other one, the 100 milliwatt guy, he's been flying 61 days. So if you guys want to track these, you can just go to my website, w5kub.com, and click on balloon up here in the menu, and it'll take you to our tracking site, so you can keep up with them there. So we've been having a lot of fun there, trying to see what surprises they bring each day,
Yeah, that's really kind of surprising. You finally found the key with those Yokohama balloons.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we got the flat earthers. Yeah.
Yeah, I can send QSL cards to everybody.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about it is we're being copied. Even those down there at Antarctica, we're copying them pretty good, even up into Europe and into the U.S., Australia.
Yeah, I saw the Brazil, and then I missed what country was in Europe. But yeah.
All right. Well, let's do this. Then we'll be right back. Let's see. We'll be right back. Everybody, stick around with us. Keep your competitive contesting edge with ICOM. ICOM's high-powered base stations cut through the pileups, letting you work the bands and record those contacts. Contest from the comfort of your home or remotely with the RS BA1 app. The IC7851 gives you a new window into the RF world and is HF excellence unparalleled. With faster processors, higher input gain, higher display resolution, and a cleaner signal. It is truly the pinnacle of HF perfection. It has dual receivers, digital IF filters, high-resolution spectrum waterfall. The IC7610 is a direct sampling, software-defined radio that has changed the world's definition of an SDR transceiver. Features include RF direct sampling, 110 dB RMDR, independent dual receivers. Create your own band opening with the IC9700. This transceiver brings direct sampling to the UHF-VHF weak signal world. This all-mode transceiver is loaded with innovative features that are sure to keep you very busy. It has fast processors, higher input gain, higher display resolution, and a cleaner signal. Included are real-time high-speed spectrum scope and waterfall display, smooth satellite operation with 99 satellite channels, dual watch operation, and full duplex operation in satellite mode. The IC7300 is the high-performance innovative HF transceiver with a compact design, and it will far exceed your expectations. This innovative HF transceiver digitizes RF before various receiver stages, reducing inherent noise in different IF stages. The IC7300 changed the way entry-level HF is designed. Features include RF direct sampling, 15 discrete bandpass filters, a large 4.3-inch color touchscreen, real-time spectrum scope. For more information on ICOM radios, visit www.icomamerica.com/amateur. All right, we are back, and hey, I want to share the website for the SAT unit. You know, I mentioned the SAT unit here. In case you guys are kind of, your interest is getting stirred up a little bit, let's check this out. They've got a website called, an easy website to get to. It is csntechnologies.net. csntechnologies.net. And you will find information about this, how it works, and so forth, and the ease of hooking it up. And man, I'm really excited about it. I tell you, if Christmas and my other things weren't getting into kind of the way right here, I'd be hooking this thing up right now. But I don't want to get started on this until I can spend a little time with it. So sometime early January, we're gonna hook this thing up. And you know what I'm hearing is 15 minutes out of the box, you're working satellites. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean the whole concept of that looks really good.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what's in there. I guess, Glenn, you're the guy. Probably some kind of a pick or something, or a, you know, I don't know.
I'm actually thinking maybe something like a Raspberry Pi.
It may be. You know, I don't know.
You know, because you're going to have to do you're going to have to update all the Kepler elements and everything on that guy, and it has Wi-Fi to boot. So yeah, I'm gonna bet it's a Pi.
Well, it updates all the Kepler files automatically.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we are trying to take it apart. Well, it's got a bunch of screws in it. I don't know, man. I don't want to mess it up, but well, I'm excited about this. It's just something new to try, you know.
Yeah, looks cool.
Man. So, hey, you know, I've been playing with my new spectrum analyzer, and I built another little 100 milliwatt transmitter today to put behind our little 10 milliwatt tracker. And for you guys that haven't seen it, don't remember that's what the tracker looks like right there. It's got about a 10 milliwatt, and that 10 milliwatts is being heard around the world. That's what we're running down in Antarctica, and I mean, that thing can be heard 9,000 miles away easy. But anyway, I want a little bit more power. So like on 113, we're flying a 100 milliwatt transmitter on it. So I built up a little amplifier, a 100 milliwatt amplifier today, just to experiment. What we're going to do, we're going to design some boards that can be add-ons to these. They'll be about 3/8 inch square, and they will be 100 milliwatt high power if you run them on like 4.2 volts. And if you get them down to like, if you run them on the 3.3 volts, they'll run about 35 milliwatts. So, hey, I was playing with my new spectrum analyzer there, and here's some pictures. The top picture there shows, if you see that tallest peak right there, that's the fundamental frequency. That's 20 meters, and it's reading, that's reading right at, I think that's 100 milliwatts. I can't read the numbers here, it's so small, but I think it's on, is that on like, Glenn, can you read that number? Is that a -10?
Which one?
The peak of the top one there. Is that a minus 10?
Looks like
I think
minus 0.11 is what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be close to minus 10. But anyway, so minus 10, but I have a 20 dB attenuator on here. So you take 20, you take the, well, I don't know what I'm doing now. I wish I could read that. I've got it too small. Anyway, what I was doing, I was playing here, and you can see the fundamental frequency there is a certain amplitude. The second harmonic is a lot lower there, but that third harmonic is even higher. And that's because this is a square wave output, and a square wave creates a lot of harmonic energy.
Okay, it just clarified for me. It's minus 0.11 dBm. Minus 0.11 dBm.
Okay, so it's at 0 then. Okay, and that's right. So it's showing at 0 dB right there, dBm.
Right, and the next peak is like 20 dB down.
Yeah, so that's 0 dBm is showing, but I've got a 20 dB attenuator on, so you got to add 20 dB to this. If you add 20 dB to 0, you get 20 dB. You get 20 dBm, and 20 dBm is 100 milliwatts of power. Okay, so you can see the second harmonic, the third harmonic, and even though it's not really bad, it's probably a few milliwatts. And a few milliwatts flying, at 50,000 feet might get picked up. The third harmonic of that is about 42 megahertz, I think, somewhere in that area. It's in the low 40s. So anyway, I built a little filter up. I took me a straw and wound me a few turns of real fine wire around the straw, making it form in a capacitor. And just went with a little T network like this on the output, because the T network matches low impedance really well. So we calculated with using a online calculator to build up how many turns we needed, what kind of diameter, what kind of length to get roughly this coil here. Built a couple of those up. We got us a 200 cap put in here. So here's the difference it made. You can see, and I wasn't trying to get the roll off too close to the second, because that's 14 and that's 28. I didn't want it to roll off, in effect this. So it starts rolling off about at the second harmonic. But you can see it greatly. It does roll off, and it does reduce the second harmonic, and it does greatly reduce that third harmonic there. So a little straw inductor, drinking straw inductor, is actually what we're flying on 113 right now today, and it's real light too. So I'm having fun with the spectrum analyzer, learning a lot about it, and it's just it's a great learning tool there. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Let me check it out here. All right, let me make a quick announcement here for our listeners out there. This is Amateur Radio Roundtable. It's a show about shortwave and ham radio, and we're glad you're listening out there on WBCQ. If you would, send us an email to tom@w5kub.com. We'd love to hear from you. And obviously, if you're hearing us, you're out there listening on world-famous WBCQ shortwave station on 7490 up in Monticello, Maine. You can join our show live on Tuesdays. This is a live video show just by going to w5kub.com. You can join us in the chat room. We got any new people that just joined in, please hit the subscribe button. We need you to hit that subscribe button right there. You got to hit it. It helps us out a whole lot to get our show made known to a lot of people that are surfing around in YouTube. I didn't mention our Facebook a while ago. Everybody join our Facebook group. We've got over 13,000 hams and shortwave listeners. in our Facebook group. Just do a search for W5KUB, and you'll find us there. We'd love to have you join our group there. Let's see, anything going on in the chat room?
Yeah, your audio was breaking up a little bit.
I'm probably hitting it hard. We've got audio compression and equalizers running over there. You know, I was kind of excited when I was making that announcement, so I'll talk a little lower here, and I could probably just.
Well, it was when you were talking about the filtering.
Yeah, I was excited about that. I'll just back it down a little bit like that. But used to 3-4 years ago, we used to get so many complaints about audio. Either Glenn's audio was too high, or Katie's was too low, or mine's doing this or that, and it was really hard to control everybody. And we put in a Behringer professional equalizer compressor here, and ever since then. You know what? I have not had one single complaint since that was put in. Now this complaint here, I guess this is a complaint. My audio was flipping. Who made that complaint? After 3 years, I don't know who made that complaint.
I'll make it because I heard it.
You heard it? Well, Earl, looks like Earl did it. WA4 KBT, he did it. Earl, you get 3 demerits. Anybody else? Oh, David.
Actually, Richie's radio is, he's saying it wasn't clipping, and I tend to agree. It was just cutting in and out like your internet was.
Oh, really?
Acting up for a little bit.
All right.
So it's not even a sound complaint. So you got to withdraw their demerits. It wasn't a sound complaint.
I'm going to take the demerits back. You guys, I'm sorry. It hurt my feelings. after 2 or 3 years of not hearing a single complaint about audio. Now, you know, when I put this compressor on here, I noticed the audio didn't sound as clean to me. It was compressed. And I don't think it sounds as good as it does when this compressor is out, but it's fixed things. I wonder if I can turn it off. I think if I turn it off, it's got a bypass. I'm gonna turn it off and see if we can still go through it. Here we go. All right, test 1, 2, 3. Okay, audio. The equalizer and compressor is off now. You're hearing me, right, Glenn?
Oh, yeah, you're fine. I don't know what my audio sounded like now, though.
Now, see, my audio, I'm looking at the dB meter here. I'm about half scale on my audio now. You say something, Glenn.
All right, I'll say something. How's that?
All right, you're even hotter. You're hotter than I was on the dB meter. But anyway, okay. So quality-wise, I just wondered, does it sound cleaner? Now, I'm going to turn it back on. Here we go. The compressor is back on now. Probably sounds a little compressed, but it does a pretty good job of trying to keep the levels more constant, you know.
Yeah,
let's see.
Mark KA9SCX is asking what model on your Behringer.
This is a, I don't know, this is a, let me check. I've got studio lights in my eyes and blocking me from seeing the. Okay.
At least that's the excuse for tonight.
This is the Composer Pro XL. Composer Pro XL model MDX 2600. MDX 2600. So if you guys look that up, you'll actually get to see a picture of it. Pretty impressive, man. Got a lot of little red lights and green lights that are flashing and going sideways and everything. I can tell it's compressing.
Yeah. I mean, it's important. It's got to have the lights and stuff. Without lights, it's useless.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I'll put the camera on it. See if I can. See if I can give you all a picture of it here. All right. So I'm going to switch to. All right, cameraman, switch to camera 3. here we go.
What did you did?
Well, that was a operator error. Yeah, I didn't have the mic selected on the. You see the way Wirecast works here. Let me show you what we're dealing with here. Give you a little inside view of this. All right, got the audio back up. Okay, so I don't know what I told him. Anyway, this is Wirecast. Let me show you Wirecast again. Yeah, here we go. Oh no. Wait, I got a second mic I can turn on. Here we go. Now, so this is Wirecast, and this is what we're doing. This is what we use to webcast with. The left picture up there is the preview. The right picture is going live. And then down here, you see all the little thumbnails. All the little thumbnails are various camera shots and audio inputs, microphones, playlist, lower thirds. So I can scroll through these. If you look, you can see I'm scrolling through them. And there's quite a few that I have made up right there. So, like for instance, if I click down here, let me get that right here. Well, okay, that didn't work. I'm trying to demonstrate to you guys. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I see what's happening. So each layer, these are all layers, and as I go deeper in layers, they're on top, and if they're on top, they don't get wiped out. For instance, if I click on this layer right here, I'll get music. If I click on this link, this thumbnail. I don't know if I got music or not. Anyway, okay, so I've got a different mic audio coming in here so you guys can hear me. But anyway, this is what we're dealing with, and just to make it short, I didn't have the mic selected a while ago. When I selected that camera, right there, it deselected the microphone. See the microphone? I got the mouse going around it. When I selected that camera, it deselected the microphone. And the reason you're hearing me now is if I go up one notch, you can see I have another microphone on another layer up here. So I'm actually talking on that microphone right there. So anything on this line, once I select it, that's what it goes out. There's the audio. There's this little camera I'm holding. If I click this mic goes off, but on that layer, I've got that mouse turned on. That mic turned on. All right, well, that's enough of it. I'm not explaining it very well. Okay. All right, let me see if I can get back to normal here. So I can do that by going here. Going right there. Okay. The only thing is now I've got the cameraman. You're messing up, cameraman. Give me back into Studio A, cameraman. All right, here we go. All right, man. Let's see how confusing that was to people. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. You've got way too many things to choose from.
Yeah, so there's a lot here going on, and I'm typically back here by myself, trying to select the various camera shots, bring people in, remotely and so forth. And sometimes it might look like I'm not paying attention to our guest, and I'm probably not, because I'm down here trying to do things. For instance, here's Glenn right there, and I need to put Glenn a lower third on. So see, I can click and I can put Glenn a lower third on. It tells you who he is, and
That's good, because I forgot who I am.
Yeah. You could be rich, but I know you're Glenn.
No.
All right. So
I'm not good enough looking for rich. Russ in the chat room, he wants the information on that new satellite tracker of yours. Wasn't it csttechnology.com?
Yeah, that'll get you there.
How much did that thing cost?
CSN technologies.net. If you if you look up just SAT, it'll probably bring it up. Just type in satellite and type in S.A.T, and it'll probably bring it up, and you'll see it. But if you go to their site, csntechnologies.net, you'll get to it. And
what are they charging for that?
What?
What do they sell it for?
This sells for like $250. So it must have a few parts in it.
Yeah. Well, you're paying for their code, because I guarantee you they got some decent code in there, probably written in Python or something similar.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a really good idea, really good concept. But all of you Arduino people can do it for a lot cheaper.
Yeah, so I think Russ is wanting to know about the tracker, the little trackers here that.
The tracker and the balloons.
The
okay.
Trackers we're building up. Really, Russ, we're not selling them.
I think Bill Brown sells his trackers.
Yeah, Bill sells. Bill has trackers for sale. Just go to WB4ELK. And Bill's got some. He's got really nice trackers.
Isn't he an 8? WB8?
WB8 ELK, yeah. And you'll be better off there. He'll provide you tracking, and when you get it, it's set up and everything. When I was building it, we're actually having a company now. We're actually getting circuit boards. We made a lot of mods on this, and I made my friend Michael's on here, AA6DY. Who's spearheading all the having these made, and he's helping, and we're working together to test and redesign and make changes. See if he's in the chat room. Anybody see a AA6DY? I don't see him, but I think he's.
I don't
watching.
think so. No,
he's watching. He every week he tells me what was on the show. So anyway, we're starting to have a company actually put the parts on the boards now for us. So it's much better. When I was building these, when I first started, I said it's impossible because the parts were smaller than a flea. And then, hey, once you get the parts on, if it doesn't work, it's almost impossible to troubleshoot. Unless you really know this thing in and out. Then you got to get the firmware in there right. And then if you want to track it, you gotta figure out a way to write the Python or get some code going to track it. It's a lot to it. So I would suggest going to someone like Bill, and he has them out there for sale, and man, they come ready to fly. And see, this doesn't even have solar cells on it. You got to put all the solar panels and everything on it. But Bill's comes already programmed with call. He sets it up for tracking on the map for you. everything. It is ready to go out of the box, man. And that's the best way to go, particularly if you're just starting out, on your first hunt or something like that. And we found the new balloon that works very well. This past year, we finally found a balloon that stays up and flies. When I first started doing this about three and a half years ago, I would tell people that if you want to send a balloon around the world, you had to at least try 10 times before you'd make it around the world the first time. We made it on our 9th trip around, so that was pretty close to our estimate. And over the years, we would fly maybe a month. I think our longest flight was 72 days. We'd go around 3 times, 4 times. Sometimes we'd go around 1 time. Sometimes we wouldn't quite make it. But I tell you, once we found these new balloons, now that people are starting to use, I can just about guarantee you put this thing in the air and it's going to fly and it's going to make it around the world. I'd almost bet you it's going to make it around the world the first flight, not the 10th, but the first. And as you saw a minute ago when I brought our website up, W5KUB 112, in about 2 days, we're fixing to hit 180 days in flight. 180 days.
That's amazing.
And the altitude is still right up there, almost right where it was the day we launched it. So it's lost practically 0 gas at all, has leaked through it. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to open the phone lines, and let's see if we can get some people to join us tonight. Man, let's get in the Christmas spirit. Tell me what you want for Christmas. So I'm going to open. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to put the information in the chat room. There we go. If you want to join us on Zoom, there's a Zoom link. Is that right? Did I do it? Yeah. Okay, there's a Zoom link in here?
No, I did not see the Zoom link.
All right. Hang on.
You've got the phone numbers.
Oh. Okay. I didn't copy everything. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's see what this does. I still didn't get the...
Nope, still the phone number.
Still didn't get the Zoom link. All right. Why didn't I?
I'd go get it, copy it.
I got it here. I don't know why I didn't copy it.
I was going to say, my hands are full at the moment.
Copy it and the phone number at the same time. Here we go. I bet you I get it this time. All right, here we go.
That looks like it.
There we go. So, folks, please join us. I'm gonna open the phone lines up, and remember, there's Earl. Let's get Earl in here. Yeah, join us on Zoom or join us on the phone. I can get. I think the phone lines are up now, guys. We can take up to 1,000 phone calls at the same time. So come on, dial in, folks. Come on, don't be shy. Let's see if I can put the phone number up there. That might work right there. Okay, there's the phone number down at the bottom there. All right, come on. Let's get some discussion going here. Okay. So guys, we are kind of in the, listen, we're moving on right now. We're moving on into the show after the show. No, the after the show show. Yeah, we're in the after the show show right now. So come on in here and join us. This is a This is after the show, and hey, welcome Earl. Glad to see you, man. This is after the show. Oh, welcome Earl. Glad to see you, man. Who's got their audio? Is that you? Yeah, that's Earl. 5 demerits for Earl. Who's got their audio? Is that you? Yeah, that's Earl. 5 demerits for Earl. 5. All right. Did you get it turned off? I think you did.
Sounds like he did, yeah.
But now he doesn't have any audio coming back. He'll get it figured out. Earl's a pretty sharp guy there. In fact, Earl helped us at Huntsville this year with all of our webcasts and stuff. Really appreciated that. And I don't know how he did it, but we came back with COVID, and I don't think Earl did. So I don't know. I don't know how he worked that out.
Yeah, I came back with COVID.
Did you have it after you came back?
From Dayton, yeah.
Oh, from Dayton, yeah. I got it at Huntsville. All right.
Oh.
Is Earl there? Earl, you there? Earl.
He's still working on his audio, I think.
You know, Earl is this big audio engineer, and he should be able to figure this out. This Zoom audio, man. Earl, at the bottom down there, the mic button, it's got an X through it. Take X off take that line off the.
He hasn't selected the right device yet or something.
Yeah. He'll get
Bill's there, but you can't see nothing but the top of his head.
Yeah. There you go.
Howdy.
Hello. Who was that? Hey, how you doing?
Howdy.
Hello. Yep. Hey, how you doing?
There he is. We heard him. Howdy.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, speak out the front of your mouth, not out the back of your head.
He's still got the audio backwards.
All right.
Not out the back of your head.
All right. Who's the culprit?
Not me.
I know it's not me. I don't hear it.
I think it's Earl because he's sitting there flipping between devices and stuff.
Yeah. Probably Earl.
He needs to. What he needs to do is mute the audio on the video if he's still attached to W5KUV.com. The audio on the video still attached to W5KUV.com.
Wait a minute. Mute the audio on the video.
On the video still attached to W5KUV.com.
Wait a minute.
Video,
Mute the
audio, video.
Yeah. He'll get it sooner or later here.
He'll get it.
Is that Rodan back there?
Yes, it is.
Oh, she's a pretty kitty.
Yeah, Godzilla's in the other room. She's talking, but she ain't coming in.
Oh, well, I don't think we'll see her tonight.
I don't know. She's been in weird moods these days. It wouldn't surprise me if you are. She has decided that my bed is her bed.
All right, guys, we have nobody on the telephone, you know, and I'm paying $5,000 a month for this telephone system that can take 1,000 calls simultaneous, and we're not even making use of it. So come on, guys, give us a call.
How's that? Am I back?
Yeah, you're there.
Hey, he's finally got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to close the browser and keep Zoom open. My fault. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've done this. I'm sorry, Tom. I haven't seen you in a while.
You could have left
Crazy, and just moved my mom into memory care today.
Oh, fun.
What was that about memory care?
I just moved my mom into memory care today. So it's since a couple of weeks I've been catching the podcast on the replay and haven't been able to join y'all live.
Oh, well.
Yeah. But
wish your mom the
best. It's okay. And I'm sitting here, if you can see this on the camera, I'm folding ballots for the Chattanooga Amateur Radio Club election runoff for president.
So are you like stuffing the ballots?
I am. I have pages and pages. I volunteered for the election committee this year, and we voted and filled all of the offices with the exception of president. I got elected a treasurer this year.
Oh boy!
And we had a dead tie for president. So doing mailings again to send them back out, see if we can get the club settled.
All right. Our phone number, guys, is at the bottom of the screen. Give us a call. I want to check our phone line out. So, real easy. Dial that number. Oop, what happened? Dial that number and then put that code in.
Yeah, I agree with WD8IOL. Never volunteer.
You better always be there, because a lot of times the people that get elected are the ones that didn't attend the meeting,
Right.
That happens some too,
Well, we had an interesting group. We had all of the primary offices this year. Then we had 3 directors for 3 years and 1 director to backfill 1 year. So we had a lot of people voting and a lot of decision about how we were going to divvy it up and who was running for which office for director, if they were running at large or if they were running for the particular offices.
Now, this is the Chattanooga Club.
Yeah, it is.
You got Jack Thompson as a member?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, because he's there in Dalton, but I thought he said he was a member of a lot of the clubs in that area.
Yeah, he might be. We have members of our club that are members of 3 clubs in the area. Chattanooga Dalton and the Tennessee Valley Club, the Tennessee Valley DX Club.
I was just going to say, I can nominate him for president over there if you need one. He'll love it.
Unfortunately, the nominations are closed. Yeah, we've been going crazy lately.
Yeah, he retired from FedEx and moved to Dalton a couple years back.
Well, that's good. Hey, when I joined, y'all were talking about the Yaesu rotators.
Yes.
And did you say that you had a spare controller for a 450?
No. Well, wait a minute.
Because I bought a motor for a 450 at the Dayton Ham Fest a couple of weeks ago, and I don't have a controller for it.
No, I do not have a spare 450.
Okay.
I have a 450 myself sitting on the ground.
Get that back up in the air.
No, actually, was used for my books.
Oh, okay.
And I'll need it for more projects. I guess Tom's checking out the phone number to make sure it works.
Yeah. Well, since I have the video rig, I just zoom in instead.
Yeah, actually, it's probably easier to find a controller than it is the motors these days.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I only paid $10 for the motor, and it looks like it's in pretty good shape. And
cool.
It's on a mount, a vertical mount, a plate that somebody had on the side of a tower. So I've got a side wing for the tower plus the motor, and it looked like it was in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Yeah. I picked up my 5400 at a Hamfest earlier this year. It's just a spare.
Yeah.
And or 5500, I think, but it's just a spare for my satellite stuff. It was like $50-$75 or something like that.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
5500.
Hello.
Yeah, you're there, Tom.
Is this amateur radio
roundtable?
No, this is Max Pizza. What do you want to order?
Just a regular pepperoni. Hey, the phone sounds pretty good. Actually.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I may just start.
It's your turn to echo.
I may just. Wait, let me turn this mic off.
I was on my lapel mic and the phone at the same time. Hey,
the audio actually sounds pretty good.
Pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got Russ in there. Hey, Russ, are you there?
Well, all right. I got to throw this out to
been quite a while.
To Earl there. All right. A Yaesu G450 ADC medium duty router.
Yep.
Is $309.99 at DX Engineering.
Yes, sir.
And I paid $10 for my motor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we got
I
a
figured
couple
that was
people.
a good investment because there are a couple of guys in the area who rebuild these that show up at the regional ham fests.
Yes.
So if I can't get it to work, I can always sell it to one of them as a core.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, Russ, we got another person on the phone. Hey, Russ, how you doing?
Hi, Tom. Been a while since I've talked to you and been watching the shows a lot. Just haven't had a chance to call in, or you didn't have the phone lines open. But I have a couple of, I think you'll find interesting comments if you'd allow me.
Okay, go right ahead. Well, I'm enjoying this phone line connection. This sounds pretty good. We need to do this more often. It makes us sound like a real radio TV show or something, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It does sound good.
Go ahead.
This is great. What I was going to say, I was asked about the trackers because I was asked to go up to a club next month and give a little speech on balloons. I'm on their local repeater net all the time, and they're really wanting to know about the balloons and this and that. They want me to come up and give a little speech. Well, I've been with your balloons since, 100, I think, something like that. So I do kind of know about them, but they were wanting to think about launching one, and they also have 2 high schools that are wanting me to come over and talk to about. So that's why I was wondering about the trackers, because I've got a feeling they're going to want to build one and send one up, and I'd kind of like to have it work the first time. But anyway, I've got some more people watching your show now because of that.
Okay, well, cool. And I would suggest if a school wants to do it, if they wanted to just go smoothly, get one from Bill that's already set up and working and programmed, and he's got you set up on a map where you can track it. If someone tried to build this, I mean, not that I'm an expert builder, but it took me 3 years to master it. And every time I started building one of these things, I would throw it against the wall and say, I'm never going to do another one. Plus, if you drop the part, you never find it. I don't care if you drop it on a workbench, you'll never find the part. So,
yeah.
So
well, I want to get
would
one
say,
up, and we're going to use the Yokohama balloon. I've already decided on that. Yours has gone so well from the other ones that it's just unbelievable. But I wanted to get his tracker that was going to work too, and of course that I can take and play with a little while to make sure it's going to work okay before we launch it. But that's what I was really curious about. Directing me over to WB8 ELK is going to help a lot. I'll get in touch with him, and in the meantime, we'll go ahead and give the talks. I've copied down so many notes from the balloons and from your show that I think I can be, well, not an expert, but very informed instructor, I guess, so to speak.
All right, and I'll be glad to help you, or whatever you need from me. Just let me know.
Okay, Tom. Well, I appreciate it, and you've got a few more viewers because of it, and I'll keep in touch to let you know how things are going, and when we're going to launch one, maybe. Thanks, Tom.
All right. Thank you for calling. All right.
Yeah, Bill, that's an interesting question in the chat room there. Since your smoke detector doesn't work because of the bad battery, then how are you going to wake up in case of a fire?
I have 2 that are actually working. One outside my door and one at the bottom of the stairs here, so I will know. I keep on pushing the button. They keep on singing, so keep on replacing the battery, and it still works. But as I say, the one that you hear is I don't have any way of recharging the battery, and I'd have to find a what do you call it? Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to find something to recharge the battery. I don't even know if I still have the box. I think I threw the box away.
Recharge the battery, or
Not a 9-volt?
No, with the paperwork in there, with the schematic and all that other stuff. I didn't expect to be here this long. Okay, and I decided, I mean, I can go to Home Depot and buy a new one.
Yeah.
Something with a battery in it.
Glenn,
fire
some of those
CO2.
detectors, some of those detectors, they're really, it isn't a 9-volt battery change. You pull it, it's a whole module that pulls out. You know what I'm talking about?
Really?
Well, this thing here, I've been twisting the actual carcass there, if you will, and it don't. The other one did. If you twisted it, you could take it out and you could put a battery in it and put it back in.
Yeah.
All right. This thing here is sealed.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
It doesn't have clips or something? Because one of mine has actual clips, I think.
I checked it.
You have to unlock it and then turn it.
Is it? Does it do CO2 or is it just smoke?
Smoke.
The smoke. Okay. I think the CO2 ones have that special module that plugs in, and when it goes bad, I think you just replace that whole module that's got a battery and everything in it. I don't know how it works.
Hold on a second.
Hadn't seen that before.
All right.
You know, Bill, there's this really cool thing you can do. If you've got the manufacturer and or the model, you might be able to Google it and figure out how to do something with it.
Yeah, they have a life expectancy of about 10 years now. They tell you should replace them, not just rebattery them.
Oh, there's a question in the chat room. If the battery doesn't work, how's he going to wake up if there's a fire? Well, actually, it has a redundant system, and let me explain it. It beeps every 15 seconds, and it keeps you awake all night. That's the redundant system right there. You don't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris, I'm not sure he's allowed to pull this detector. I think there's some regulatory issue with it because, he's up north of the Smith & Wesson line, and, the laws and rules up there are different than us.
You might have to have a union ticket to be able to pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those guys in, what is it, Jersey? You have to have a gas attendant?
Oh, yeah. I mean, out at work, we're not allowed to pull cables and stuff like that. We have a whole group that handles that.
Union shop, I guess.
That part is.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm so used to pulling my own cables.
This is the varmint.
Okay.
Let's see it. You got it down? That's it?
And why can't you replace that, Bill?
Well, all right. I see owner's manual for complete operating instructions. But the thing don't have. If you try and twist it, it don't come off.
Don't twist it. Just pry it. Some of them pry off. They don't twist. Stick your fingers there and give it a big pull. I guarantee you're not going to hurt it. Just, hey.
Well, it looks like it's locked in there.
Pull it against the floor. Just really hard. Throw it down.
Stomp on it.
Sledgehammer. Big.
Swing wrench.
Hey.
You got a big screwdriver. Stick something in there.
But anyway, just so you can see, the configuration of that plug, is not compatible with the one that's in the ceiling. All right.
Oh.
And the thing, we had an electrician come in and put them up years ago. All right. And the guy says to me, he says, well, how long has that been up there? And I says, oh, well, let's see.
All right. So, hey,
2009.
So Bill,
it's 2009.
Is
one of those networked smoke detectors. So if one of them goes off, they all go off. I had that in my last house.
Oh no.
They still have a battery in them, but they have an AC link so that they fire everybody off when they go off.
Yeah, but if this isn't plugged in, it's not going to.
Bill, do you have others in other rooms?
Yeah, I do. There are two that are hitched up to the electrical power in the house. In the front hall here. One in the bottom of the stairs, one at the top of the stairs. All right. There's also one out in the kitchen. All right. That is in the ceiling. All right. So, I mean, there are things here. If doo-doo occurs, I will be notified.
I was just looking. I think I found it. I think I found that one here on the internet. how to fix it. Hang on, let's see if I was going to pull it up and let you see it.
I think
Get a 5-gallon bucket, fill it with water. And Mark had a good idea. Just submerge it. That's what the instructions say here. Submerge it underwater for like 5 minutes.
Until it stops beeping.
And it will drown and it'll stop beeping.
Well, I think what I did with mine was the ones that didn't seem to work properly because they'd aged out or whatever. I just took the battery out
Lord
of them.
have mercy.
So they were still on the network, but then I just put a regular battery one next to it.
What happened?
I did what you told me.
Yeah.
There's a little battery in there now?
Yeah.
And it plugs in.
Oh, Lord.
And what kind of battery is it?
It's a 9-volt, and I got plenty of 9 volts.
There you go.
That 9-volt.
Except now,
I bet you that 9-volt battery's been in there 15 years.
So.
Oh yeah, it's probably growing all kinds of white crud.
Yeah.
But you know, I think Earl hit it. Those after 10 years, those things age out, and they're pretty much useless anyway.
Yeah, that's what they say. They recommend that you replace them at 10 years. And
yeah, because
do they still make the network ones like that?
Well, this battery is marked 11 of 2021. So that's right. The darn thing probably is dead as a doornail, and I better go get a new one.
Wait a minute. Did you put it in? Did you put the battery in it?
No, it came in the box. Everything came. I just went and pulled this thing.
11.
And when I pulled the thing,
11/21. Well, that must have been 18/21. 11/21 was only a year ago. When did that thing get put up?
Before that,
Probably 5 or 10 years. Well, I don't know. Batteries, 9-volt batteries and stuff. What, they had like a 3 or 4 or 5 year life on them until recently. Now they're 10 years.
I'll go and I got plenty of 9 volts out there.
if it's only a year old, that's almost too soon for that thing to die, unless you put a bad battery in it in the first place.
Yeah, I think you got a problem, Bill. I think Q1's gone bad in here. Let's bust that thing out open and let's pull some transistors out.
Yes, let's not stop at the battery. Let's get to the root cause of this.
Roots in the yard buried. You should hear the people with the remote test sessions that I do. They say, "Oh, what are you doing? What do you got out there? What's making all that noise?"
Yeah. Now, Bill, you know, you don't have to get out of your chair to test that battery. I mean, Mark's pretty much got it right here.
Yeah.
Put your tongue on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, just stick it to your tongue.
Yeah. Well,
stick
you
it to your
tell
tongue.
Mark to mind his own business.
Look, hey, all it's going to do is going to taste like a lemon. Just stick it to your tongue. See if you know.
Yeah. Just has a little tingle. It's not much.
And if it's run down, you're not going to get anything. So, yeah.
But if that's one of those, being a plug-in alarm, it draws its primary power from the AC, and it uses the 9-volt as a backup.
Yeah, when the power goes out.
Right. So, you know, it has an expiration date of 21, so that battery probably is 5 to 10 years old.
Oh, that was the expiration date on the battery?
Probably.
Possibly.
Oh, I thought you wrote on the battery the date you plugged it in like I did.
No. It was on the battery.
Oh, forget that. That battery's older than Methuselah.
Yeah.
Beep. There you go.
I'm surprised y'all could hear it. It's on the far end of the dining room over there.
Oh, we hear it well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we heard it quite well, yes.
Yeah.
I apologize to everybody on the show.
Well, at least we know you're safe now that you know how to change the battery and you're smoking.
Yeah, I'm going to change the battery. I'm going to get it done.
You know, you were supposed to do that when the time changed. You're supposed to change all those batteries then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's what the fire people tell you as a reminder.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beep.
Yep. Shut
Otherwise, it'll keep you up all night. Yeah.
At least the light's blinking, so at least I know that it's energized.
Oh, you got a new battery in it?
No, not yet. I
That's
will.
why it's blinking.
I think I'll pull the one upstairs and replace the battery in that one too.
Yeah, now that you know where the battery door is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you should have seen. I was cooking bacon the other morning. The damn thing went off, and I'm in here with a dish towel going like this.
Well, there's still enough juice in it to protect you.
Uh-huh.
I'm just wondering, like you say, well, it's probably battery or wall powered.
Yeah.
And it's just beeping because the battery backup is dead. But it's been working all along because of the AC is still there.
Yeah, that's how mine worked in my previous home. And like I said, when they did fail, rather than buying, I didn't have a ready source for those networked alarms. So I just put a regular battery alarm up next to it and took the battery out of it so it wouldn't chirp. So it was still in the network. So if something went off, if it detected fire somewhere else, then this one would still make noise on the network.
You know, y'all have to press this button to test yours. You know, all I have to do is cook.
Yeah, my wife does that all the time. She did that last night 3 times.
Yeah, Mark's got it. Now, Bill, you got to find a battery that expires in 2022.
Well, if it's been sitting in the package for 4 years, and it's good.
Well, I heard a recommendation on buying batteries. They said you should buy your batteries at Walmart because they sell so many of them. They're guaranteed to be fresh.
Pretty much,
Well,
yeah.
that's where I bought them. I bought them at Walmart.
Just from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
No. I guess I should start writing the dates that I buy them on the package, so I know what.
I do that.
But, I mean, the double A's and the triple A's are working fine. I mean, the clickers and everything, and the mice and everything else. I mean, hey.
Oh,
I'm gonna look around here. I used to have some batteries. The Radio Shack free battery per month. I think I might have a bunch of those back here in the closet somewhere. I'll mail you one.
Those are juicy.
I solved the battery mouse thing.
You plugged it in?
Yeah, mine has its very own power cord.
Oh.
Tom, when I worked for Radio Shack, I used those cards as my business card. I stamped my name on them. The store I worked in, I had a different store stamp on it and my name stamp. Still have a couple of those around here. Hey, Radio Shack's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah,
I tell you, I miss them. They were always great. If I needed a resistor at 2:00 in the morning, I knew where I could get one the next morning.
The name has been sold again. The dealer network is still up and running. There's a dealer in Knoxville that sells to Oak Ridge, and there's a dealer in Sevierville, up toward Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
That does a fair amount of business. And if you have an ongoing electronics business, you can become a Radio Shack dealer. The guy in Sevierville said for a $10,000 stocking package.
Oh, wow.
And, that's the cabinets, the drawers with the parts, the small parts, and a get started package. And he said that they didn't charge him any royalties anymore.
We have breaking news. It says Warner Keynes, Herschel Walker, another L, punches ticket to Senate. And this just came in on my phone.
Now, what did it say, Bill?
Say that again.
It looks like Herschel Walker is not going to Washington. They're going to kick him back over to Texas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, that's where he lives anyway.
All right. Well, hey, guys, it's past 9:30. I think we're going to go ahead and close the show down, and I'm going to get me some popcorn or something here.
Okay.
Thanks to everybody that joined us tonight. We enjoyed it. See you next week.
Thank you much. Good to see y'all.
Be putting your Christmas list together. And also, hey, after Christmas, we're going to ask you to come on the show and show us and tell us what you got for Christmas. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Night.